Hey guys, Jesse Salas. You've already heard about our three-step process in helping you to re-energize your listing. We want to make sure that we give you the power and the process and the tools to make sure that every buyer falls in love with your home the same way you guys fell in love with a home when you purchased the property. What I wanted to talk about now is not the process, but the mentality that we see out there right now. Unfortunately, we come across a lot of frustrated homeowners like yourself that really have no faith in our industry. And to be very fair to my fellow colleagues, we're simply not just taught how to relist a property that isn't getting any kind of showings or interest. Typically, the only resource we have besides taking it off the MLS and putting it back on, trying to trick buyers into thinking it's new, is to lower the price. And we get in this position where we're stuck between a rock and a hard place where you want us to invest more time, marketing, and money into a property, but yet we as the agents in the industry feel like it's just overpriced. And that's it. There's really nothing more beyond that. Either you have an agent that just gives up on the listing or you have a homeowner that gives up on the agent. Well, what I'd like to share with you is just a few examples of some of the things that we see out there. Because we hear a lot of homeowners just think, well, maybe I do need to lower the price. They start questioning, is my home as nice as I thought it was? Or maybe they're just concerned that if buyers aren't going to come, maybe it's the market. I can tell you a lot of times it's not the market, it's the marketing. Our experience has allowed us to see some of the pitfalls that are out there, to talk to hundreds, if not thousands of buyers on why they're not going to see a property that didn't sell. Right? And the analogy I always give is the new iPhone, right? The new iPhone comes out and buyers line up, right? Literally line up to buy that brand new phone. The reality is that that new iPhone is not very different than the previous model that is no longer the new thing. They're literally giving away that previous model. That's what an expired listing is. Buyers are looking at new phones as new homes in the same way, and they just forget about your home. So when that average agent comes out there and relists your property and essentially does the same photos, right? Or the same angle of photos. They don't change anything inside the house. They don't change anything on the outside of the house. Nobody reads what they wrote in the caption. What buyers are just looking at now is a price and a house that looks the same. And instead of it coming back on the MLS with a new agent and the buyers thinking, oh, look at this great new home, they remember the home. Their first thought isn't, oh, there's that brand new home. The first thought is, oh, that home still hasn't sold. And I want you to ask yourself, when you were looking for properties during your home search, you remember searching and you remember certain homes. You remember homes that had the view, that had the pool, that had the red door, that had the white picket fence. Buyers are also remembering your home. When a home hasn't sold and it comes back on the MLS, they just see it as a home that is kind of stale. And forgive me for using that word, but that's the reality of the truth. Based on our experience, what I want to share with you is how we take that stale perception, right? How we change it, how we tweak that, how we bring back a product so the buyer for at least a split second says to themselves, wait a minute, this might look familiar, but we got to go check this home out. This looks like a missed opportunity. And there's a lot of different tools up our sleeve, a lot of different resources that we have to be able to get the buyers to come through the property. I mean, let's face it, at some point they're going to realize that the property's been on the market. But I would rather have them ask me the question, why didn't this home sell at your kitchen table, versus them just asking that question at home and answering it themselves by saying, there must be something wrong with it. That's the difference between what we're able to do versus the average agent. If you have any questions on what we're doing and how we're re-energizing listings just like yours, I'd love to be able to connect with you. Thanks so much.